Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. David Beckham opened up about his relationship with the British royal family, describing himself as a huge royalist in an interview during the World Economic Forum in Davos. The football legend, who was appointed an ambassador for the King's Foundation last June, admitted, "I always get emotional talking about anything that I do with our royal family." Beckham shared how his upbringing fostered a deep respect for the monarchy. "I was brought up in a household that adored and loved everything that came with the royal family." He also revealed his readiness to support William whenever asked, stating, "Whenever the Prince of Wales sends me a message and says, 'I need you to do this or be there,' it's always a yes." The former England captain recalled his pride when selected to represent the King's Foundation, a moment that brought his mother, Sandra West, to tears. "She knows my grandparents would have been proud that I have played such an important role in the royal family and the charities that they have." Beckham praised King Charles as an incredible man, highlighting his efforts to empower young people, champion sustainability, and preserve lost arts. Reflecting on his visit to Highgrove Estate after becoming an ambassador, Beckham said he and the King shared common interests, including beekeeping. "He's into bees, I'm into bees. He's into the countryside, I'm into the countryside, and he's into empowering young people," Beckham explained. The two reportedly bonded during Beckham's visit, with insiders noting they had a great time, and Beckham left feeling enthusiastic and inspired. Their friendship has grown over the years, with Beckham gifting the King a jar of his homemade honey in 2023. The King joked, "We shall have to do a swap. Perhaps they can swap with Meghan for some homemade jam." While in Davos, Beckham deftly sidestepped a question about the accuracy of TV's The Crown by quipping, "I wouldn't know," with a knowing smile. As for the rift between the Beckhams and the Sussexes, a source told In Touch Weekly, Victoria has actually been much more forgiving than people realise. She was really hurt by the accusations that she was spreading gossip, since that's the last thing she would ever do. But with time, she's mellowed about the whole, especially since Meghan has been reaching out to mend things. The problem is David and her boys are still holding a major grudge. Did Meghan's decision to postpone her Netflix series, assuming it was even hers, reveal contempt for the royal family? On the Daily Mail's Palace Confidential podcast, Richard Eden said, "I think Meghan's decision to postpone this program really does lay bare her contempt for the royal family. And I'll tell you why, because People magazine had her saying that she didn't think twice about cancelling this program after the terrible wildfires. Well, you might remember lots of people have pointed out to me since that she may have thought twice, but she went ahead with the Oprah Winfrey interview when Prince Philip was seriously ill. We know they went ahead with everything else, like the Netflix series, when the Queen was in failing health. Harry announced his memoirs as well when it was obvious Queen Elizabeth was increasingly frail, so people have been quite cynical about this sudden compassion. PR expert Fiona Minette suggests to The Express that Meghan should get off Instagram. Fiona said, "It's a very difficult predicament that Meghan finds herself in, although perhaps one of her own making, breaking form on her usual pattern of drop-and-run promotion that creates a huge impact, whilst retaining an air of mystery, will perhaps open her up to criticism that she would prefer to do without. I would stick true to form. There is enough chatter in the media about, with love, Meghan, that she can let it all play out, leave any promotion to Netflix, and let her program do the talking when it launches. It seems to be something she's proud of and sets the tone for a new direction for her that brings the essence of the TIG into her life and will perhaps lay the foundations for the lifestyle empire she seems to be moving towards creating. She's not regularly posted on social media in support of any of her post-royal ventures, and given that each post or announcement she does make attracts such huge attention and quite often a backlash, I think she's probably between a rock and a hard place." A source suggests to Radar Online that the better the Netflix series does, the worse that may be for Harry. The insider said, "Meghan is stepping into the new year with a fresh sense of energy. With her show set to air soon, feedback from those who've previewed it suggests she might have a blockbuster on her hands. While the future will reveal its success, a strong reception could raise eyebrows among the royals, confirming her strong connection with the public, and the royal family will have little interest in seeing her as she will seem a stronger brand. Also, she'll have very little time to spare to make trips over the Atlantic with Harry to help him heal the rift with his family. He's really panicking that her show could spell the end of his chances of getting back in the fold." Time will tell if Meghan can beat the odds. With love, Meghan faces speculation about its future, with betting company Bet Ideas suggesting the cooking show might be cancelled after just one series. Bet Ideas released odds heavily leaning toward cancellation, with spokesperson Lee Astley stating, Meghan Markle appears to be in hot water again following fresh allegations about her treatment of her staff, placing the future of her new Netflix series in doubt. We make it a high chance at 1-2 that With Love Meghan is axed by Netflix, while the series is 6-4 to be awarded another season. Prince Harry's former ghostwriter Mark McCrum has shared surprising details about writing for the Duke of Sussex, revealing that he never actually met Harry during the process and has no idea if the prince even read the final product. McCrum ghostwrote Harry's foreword for the 2011 book Walking with the Wounded, which tells the story of 4 injured soldiers trekking to the North Pole. Despite Harry's name featuring prominently on the cover, the collaboration was anything but personal. When I ghostwrote for Prince Harry, I didn't meet him, McCrum told the Daily Mail. Instead, McCrum was sent a video of Harry in Tromsø, Norway, as he prepared to join the soldiers on their journey. The footage, McCrum recalled, showed the Duke trekking across the ice in full polar gear, repeatedly describing the experience as amazing. While the clip provided some context for McCrum's work, it wasn't particularly illuminating. McCrum said, for 15 minutes, Harry trekked across the ice, grinning a lot in a full polar kit. It was recorded just for me, but hardly illuminating. The word amazing featured a lot, I remember. Once McCrum completed the foreword, it went through Clarence House for approval, but whether Harry personally reviewed the final text remains a mystery. Whether Harry read it himself, I have no idea, McCrum admitted. He also offered a note to J.R. Moringer, the ghostwriter behind Harry's memoir Spare, who previously described feeling exasperated during the writing process. J.R. Moringer clearly had a tougher challenge and a longer struggle, McCrum quipped. The behind-the-scenes glimpse raises questions about the extent of Harry's personal involvement in projects bearing his name and underscores the unique challenges of ghostwriting for high-profile figures. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. And write us a review or leave us some stars if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget you can get this show along with hundreds of others from Caloroga Shark Media commercial-free, including one of our sister shows called Romance Weekly, perfect for this Valentine's Day coming up. There's hundreds of episodes there, all love stories and some erotic thrillers in there. Check it out, Romance Weekly, wherever you get your podcasts like this one. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.